Hey everybody, welcome back to another Judgment commentary of Kaguya-sama Love is War, Season 2. But today, we're going to be checking out Episode 8. But last time, on Episode 7, oh boy, where do I even begin with that one? I guess I'll start at the beginning. You see, it started off with Kaguya and Fujiwara walking in on Ishigami, changing in the council room. Because apparently he didn't have time to change in the locker room or something like that. I don't know, it was weird. But anyway, they caught him changing in there, and they observed the fact that he wears briefs. And Fujiwara was wondering why he didn't wear the far superior form of underwear, boxer briefs, which spurred him to have this huge blow-up about the kind of people who wear them. Yeah, he went on this full passionate rant about boxer briefs, and to put it delicately, he believes that the people who wear boxer briefs are promiscuous. Now, when she heard Ishigami say this, Kaguya became worried that Miyuki might wear boxer briefs, which would, place him in that category. Which resulted in Kaguya trying to find out what type of underwear Miyuki wears. Where her initial plan was to, pull his pants down somehow. Long story short, she doesn't quite figure it out, but she ends up believing that he wears boxer briefs, so she runs out screaming and crying right past Miko, and yeah, Miko kind of misunderstood the situation there pretty bad. Wouldn't be the last time though. In every single segment of that episode, Miko mishears something that's going on in there, and it's very unfortunate for her. Long story short, that last episode was super funny, best of the season, hands down, without a doubt, in terms of comedy anyway. What a great first episode for Miko to appear in as part of the student council. She didn't get to do anything. Every time she tried to walk in, something awkward was going down and just made her run away. As entertaining as it would be to see Miko continue to get frazzled due to misunderstanding these awkward circumstances, I'm hoping she actually gets to do some things this episode. For her sake. Now, obviously I could continue going through the point-for-point recap here, but I think that last episode speaks for itself pretty well, so let's just head in for episode 8. I think I know why I liked this episode so much. Because there were a number of video game references in it. Seriously, 2 of them. We had Marine Kart over here. The parody of Mario Kart that I never knew I needed, but I absolutely do. Here's what I find interesting. Miyuki was playing as himself, although dressed as Luigi, which is amazing, but there's not even a player select option for that. There's yellow fish, green squid, starfish, red fish, mermaid, dolphin, penguin, crab, and whale. There is no me option in there, unless you can alter the mermaid to be your me if you want, I don't know. And then of course we had the Dark Souls 3 reference that I literally immediately recognized 1 frame after it appearing on screen. When referring to the suspension bridge effect, which I was so flabbergasted by a Dark Souls 3 reference that I did not acknowledge, but yeah, it's the feeling. It's the situation when your feelings of danger and feelings of love can get mixed up. As in, if 2 people are standing on a suspension bridge, they can, feel feelings of danger, and then they can, conflate into feelings of love. Simple. And in order to illustrate the suspension bridge effect, they used the bridge that leads to the church in the Ashes of Arendelle, or Ariandel DLC in Dark Souls 3. Yeah. Imagine if you hadn't played Dark Souls 3. I'm not sure how well this would illustrate the suspension bridge effect. I mean, there's definitely feelings of danger there. You're sprinting across there just in hopes that the guy on the other end doesn't cut it down first, but that is definitely dangerous, but I could imagine 2 people, on multiplayer going across that bridge, and in that brief feeling of danger, perhaps they may fall in love. At least 2 people have gotten together because of that exact situation. But enough about video game references, let's talk character stuff. Miko, what she got up to in the first segment here was interesting, because Fujiwara tried to challenge her to not get angry, and she did well. It didn't backfire or anything. She did manage to not, well, she did get mad, but she restrained herself, I guess, and in the end, maybe she did learn a little bit more about what it's like to break some rules, which of course isn't the end of the world, and perhaps it will give her some greater perspective on how to go about, enforcing more rules and policies. Because that is a problem that she has, that she just tries to blindly enforce them. She just rants at people and scolds them. She doesn't try to actually reason with them. Even now, after she gave that speech where she actually did reason with them and then it worked really well for her, she still hasn't fully, grasped the concept. But it is nice and wholesome that she was just able to chill with Fujiwara and, use some Snapchat filters. But then the second segment was something else indeed. I absolutely loved that circumstance they got placed into there, because just by pure happenstance, the two of them got locked in the shed, and then they each believed that the other one set it up. And instead of, as they would usually do, try to circumvent that and flip it around on the other person, they went along with it. They each, played along and just let it keep going so they could see what would happen. Which resulted in them almost very nearly succeeding in the plan that I laid out at the very beginning, that they each needed to make a move. They each needed to work towards it, rather than one working towards it and the other trying to circumvent it, or them both trying to circumvent it at the same time. They were both actually working for it here, and in the end it almost paid off. But Miko seems to have replaced Fujiwara as the one who barges in the middle of something and gets in the way. Given how much he looks up to Fujiwara, I guess it makes sense. I mean, that was the damn near closest they've ever come to just finally putting it all behind them and finally moving towards a relationship. They were like 1 second away. And also, ironically, the suspension bridge effect was at play here, only in reverse. Usually the suspension bridge effect is that you confuse feelings of fear for love. Kaguya had it backwards. She was feeling love, but she thought it was fear. Clever. Very clever. Still, it was so dang amusing seeing the two of them just go over the top, playing along with it, With Miyuki putting on the frickin' helmet and everything, and her just shouting into the cone. Good times. Which of course bled into the final segment with Kaguya getting her feeling so mixed up that she friggin' passes out and gets taken to the hospital believing that her heart is failing. Brings in the best doctor in the world to take a look at her, so much so that he blows off a party with the governor. Also, he could tell a teenage girl that she's in love. Let me tell you though, this doc's apparently got a PhD in amore, because he's just giving her love advice even, telling her, if you really like this guy, maybe you should try to pursue a relationship with him. Even seeing pictures of him and being like, oh yeah, he looks good for you, suitable. But in the end, the cherry on top was Miyuki being so concerned for her, just getting right up to her, asking her if anything was wrong, even when she says it wasn't her heart. He was just pressing her to see if there was anything else wrong anywhere else. Good guy. Nayotake, your daughter is doing well. I guess I would be referring to her mother then. What, did he fall in love with her mom at some point? Anyway, another fantastic episode to add to the list, but for now, I think that's going to be it, guys. But thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe to be updated on more. That'd be great. Next time, we got episode 9. We are rapidly approaching the end of season 2 here. There's going to be, weren't there like 12 in total, I think? I'm not sure. Yeah, there's 12, plus an OVA in between, I believe. Yeah, y'all are telling me about that there is going to be an OVA between 2 and 3, so I'll check that out too. So hey, we still got plenty enough for season 2, and we've got all of season 3 to check out as well. We're still nowhere near complete, which is fine by me. More Kagi is always a good thing. But sincerely, this was just another really fun episode, man, and I can't wait to see what episode 9 has in store. But till then, I will see you guys later!